Pussycat.
Pussycats.
Pussycat.
Possidcast.
Pussycat.
Pussycats.
From Portishead.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here today with Maryam Afzal, who is the Portishead Town Council candidate for South Wards. I've just caught up with her in the High Street where she's out campaigning for the Portishead Independence. Hello, Maryam.
Hi, how are you?
Good of you to spend some time with me to have a little chat. First of all, I think, people don't really know who you are, so let's have a quick chat about who you are. Maybe you'd just like to introduce yourself and your history with Portishead.
Well, my name is Maryam Afzal, and we moved to Portishead for work, which I think a lot of young families do. And we've moved here about 11 years ago from Cardiff, which was where I grew up. So mum and dad across the estuary, we just kind of wave every time we go to the lake grounds, and the kids have thrived here. And we've all grown up, we've grown up here, part of the community, and it's just about time to give back to it really as well, I think.
Okay, wait, thank you. Which brings me on to the next question, which of course, why is it that you're standing for election? I know people think sometimes that people who stand for election are strange people. I'm sure that's not the case here. But why is it? What's sort of driven you to stand for election?
I think it was really because I wanted to be a town councillor. I didn't even know that elections were part of it. Okay, I wanted to stand for town councillor because I want to just give back to the community, be quite proactive. I was like that in Cardiff as well, part of the community, helping people out. So it's nice to not just take, but to give back as well. Well, that's it really.
Oh, that's great. And if you are to be elected, if you do get elected, what would your priorities be?
So anything really that the people want. It's what the people in the town need that I would really prioritise. I don't have any particular agenda of my own. It is just to listen to the voice of the people and to see what they want to prioritise. I've been told about the lake grounds being the crown jewel of the Portishead, and it's been a bit neglected recently, and we want to just bring it back to its full glory. And really anything else that people want. I've got, my ears are open, and I'm willing to work for it.
Okay, that's great. And you've preempted my next question, which was going to be about the lake grounds. But that's fine. No, and it's really good to hear a commitment to the lake grounds, because I think the people of Portishead, they really value that area, and it's very important that it's kept as good as it can be. But another big issue that often comes up around Portishead is the train link to Bristol. So can you just tell us, are you a supporter of the train link, and what your thoughts are on that?
We've all been waiting for the train for years. I commuted into Bristol for years, and on a bus it's exhausting. Going through the whole of Portishead and Peel to get to Bristol isn't exactly an express route. So having the train and accessibility for work, I think, is something that we all want from here, because I don't think we all work here. I think a lot of us live in Portishead, but we all work outside of Portishead. So it's great to be able to not make the roads so heavily used, and to kind of use public transport would be great.
Yeah. And finally, you may have noticed that for some reason on the same day that your election is on, there's also a general election going on across the entire country.
I wasn't even expecting an election for myself, let alone a general election.
Yeah. So you've probably seen on the news and in other things, you've probably seen that things going on in the general election. So just from a personal perspective, what's your take on how the general election campaign has been portrayed at the moment?
I think that a lot of people are making U-turns, and I think a lot of people are not genuine and so I just don't think that politics it's not the same anymore. They don't represent people at all, I don't feel, personally. I'm always up for an independent candidate. I think that we can't change the world. There's lots of things outside of Portishead that we can't influence, really. And I just want to think, I personally think that we should just start ourselves, looking after our own people, looking after our own town, and if we all did that, the world would be a better place.
That's great. Well, thank you very much, Maryam, for taking the time to chat to us, and I'm sure we'll be speaking to you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.